Thinking about getting yourself a brand new motorcycle without spending a fortune? Well, you are in luck. Dealerships across America are desperately trying to dump certain models and offering massive discounts to clear out inventory in 2025. Today, we are counting down the 15 cheapest new motorcycles you can buy this year, from classic cruisers to modern street bikes. This list has something for every rider, and you will not believe which bike made it to number one. So, grab your coffee, sit back, and let us kick off this list with number 15. This video will help you discover the perfect new ride that fits your budget and your lifestyle, ensuring you get maximum value for every dollar. Number 15, the Yamaha TWW200. When you think about rugged simplicity and old-school reliability, there is one motorcycle that keeps showing up. Year after year, it is the Yamaha TWW200. This little dual sport machine has earned a legendary reputation for being nearly indestructible. In 2025, it still holds strong as one of the cheapest brand new motorcycles you can buy, with an official starting price of $4,999. At the heart of the TW200 is a 196 cubic centimeter air-cooled, single-cylinder engine. It produces 16 horsepower and 11 pound-feet of torque. No, it is not going to win any drag races, but what it lacks in outright power, it makes up for in honesty and reliability. This engine is fed by an old-school carburetor, which may sound outdated, but it also means fewer electronics to go wrong and easier maintenance if you want to get your hands dirty. This means less time fiddling with complex systems, and more time enjoying the open road, which is a huge plus for riders who appreciate self-sufficiency and classic engineering. What really makes the TW200 stand out are its iconic fat tires. They look like they belong on an off-road tractor, and they give this bike an unmistakable silhouette. Those chunky tires, combined with a low seat height and lightweight design, make this motorcycle incredibly approachable for new riders and old-school riders alike. It is a true farm bike, a gravel road champion, and a backroads explorer. For the rider who values a machine that is simple, rugged, and dependable enough to handle a variety of situations without fuss, the TW200 is an excellent choice. And while it is surprising that a bike this basic now costs nearly $5,000, it remains one of the simplest, most rugged machines you can buy today. It is a fantastic option for those who want a bike that can survive a nuclear war. Number 14, Kawasaki KLX 230. But what if I told you that our next motorcycle offers even more off-road capability without the chunky looks? This is a bike that takes the idea of a dual sport motorcycle and gives it a modern fuel-injected edge, all without blowing up your budget. In 2025, this approachable off-road capable bike still comes in under the magical $5,000 mark, with a manufacturer's suggested retail price of $4,999. It is priced exactly the same as the TW200. Powering the KLX 230 is a 233 cubic centimeter air-cooled single-cylinder engine. It delivers 19 horsepower and 14 pound-feet of torque, which is a noticeable step up from the TW200. This little bike is also fuel-injected, so you will not have to deal with cold start headaches or finicky carburetor tuning. That is a big plus if you plan on riding year-round or leaving the bike parked for long periods. The KLX 230 features long travel suspension, a 21-inch front wheel, and a 6-speed gearbox, giving it real off-road potential while remaining tame enough for daily use. Kawasaki has done a fantastic job of making this bike lightweight and manageable, with an approachable seat height and a slim frame. Whether you are ripping through gravel back roads or just want a simple, reliable machine for light trail riding, the KLX 230 punches above its weight class. This makes it a versatile choice for riders who want to explore beyond the pavement, without the complexity or bulk of larger off-road machines. And let us not forget, it is one of the very last motorcycles you can still buy new in America for under $5,000. But now, if you are not into dirt and gravel, let us move to something smaller, lighter, and just plain fun. Number 13, Honda Grom. This is a motorcycle that has become nothing short of a cultural phenomenon over the last decade. If you have been around the motorcycle scene even a little bit, you have probably seen packs of Grom riders tearing up the streets, pulling wheelies, and having more fun than anyone else on two wheels. And the best part, it is one of the cheapest brand new motorcycles you can buy in 2025, with a price tag of just $3,600. This makes it an incredibly accessible entry point into motorcycling, allowing riders to experience the joy of two wheels without a hefty investment. The Grom is powered by a 124 cubic centimeter air-cooled single-cylinder engine that produces 10 horsepower and 8 pound-feet of torque. Those numbers might sound small, but that is exactly what makes the Grom so lovable. It is light, agile, and has just enough power to keep you smiling without ever feeling intimidating. Plus, it is fuel-injected, which means no fiddling with a carburetor. Just hit the starter and go. This ease of use is a major advantage for new riders or those looking for a simple, low-maintenance machine. Weighing in at 229 pounds, the Grom is one of the lightest motorcycles on the market. The low seat height of 30 inches makes it accessible for riders of all sizes. Whether you are brand new to motorcycles or a seasoned veteran looking for a fun toy, the Grom delivers. What really makes the Grom special is the community. Once you buy one, it will not be long before your buddies do too, and next thing you know, you have a full Grom squad riding around town. This communal aspect fosters a sense of belonging and shared enjoyment, which is a powerful draw for many riders. But what if you want something that has the looks of a full-size bike, but keeps the price small? Number 12, Royal Enfield Hunter 350. In 2025, the Royal Enfield Hunter 350 carries a starting price of $3,999. This makes it one of the cheapest brand new motorcycles that actually looks and feels like a real motorcycle. At a glance, it has the silhouette of something far more expensive, with its classic teardrop tank and clean, simple lines. This bike embodies the values of nostalgia and craftsmanship that many experienced riders appreciate. Underneath that timeless fuel tank is a 349 cubic centimeter air-cooled single-cylinder engine. It puts out 20 horsepower and 20 pound-feet of torque, giving it a strong, torquey feel down low. This is not a bike designed for speed. It is built for character, style, and simplicity. The exhaust note even has that signature British thump, something many riders crave. This focus on character over raw power appeals to riders who prioritize the experience of riding and the connection to the machine. What sets the Hunter apart is how easy it is to ride. It has a slightly sportier riding position than other Royal Enfield 350s, with lower handlebars and a 17-inch front wheel, making it a little more agile and playful in city traffic. It tips the scales at 399 pounds, so it is solid enough to feel planted, but still easy to maneuver. Royal Enfield has built its name on making affordable, honest motorcycles that do not pretend to be something they are not, and the Hunter 350 fits that mold perfectly. It is lightweight, approachable, and one of the best options out there if you want vintage vibes without vintage maintenance headaches. Speaking of full-size machines, the next bike on the list comes from a brand that is quietly dominating the budget motorcycle market. Number 11, CF Moto 300 NK. If you are hunting for a beginner-friendly naked bike that does not burn a hole in your wallet, the CF Moto 300 NK is one of the best options you can buy in 2025. This motorcycle comes with a price tag of just $4,200, making it one of the most affordable full-size motorcycles currently on sale. But do not let that low price fool you, because this bike brings serious value for the money. It is a surprisingly robust offering that challenges preconceived notions about budget-friendly motorcycles. Underneath its aggressive naked bike styling, The 300 NK is powered by a 292 cubic centimeter liquid-cooled single-cylinder engine. This little thumper produces an impressive 29 horsepower and 19 pound-feet of torque. For a budget bike, that is more than enough grunt to keep up with traffic and have fun on twisty back roads. The 300 NK also comes equipped with a 6-speed transmission, a modern slipper clutch to help smooth out downshifts, and an approachable 31-inch seat height. It tips the scales at 333 pounds, which makes it lightweight and manageable for new riders. One of the most surprising things about the 300 NK is its feature-packed equipment list. It offers upside-down front forks, full LED lighting, an anti-lock braking system, and a sleek, full-color TFT dash display. These are all features you typically would not expect to find on a bike at this price point. The fit and finish may not compete with premium Japanese brands, but for $4,200, this motorcycle is hard to beat. Now, the next bike on the list might be one of the most entertaining and affordable ways to jump into motorcycling without breaking the bank. Number 10. Kawasaki Z125 mini bike. This machine is part of the mini bike revolution that has taken the world by storm, and for good reason. It delivers a unique mix of low-cost fun, surprising performance, and unbeatable fuel economy, all packed into a compact, lightweight frame that makes it perfect for beginner riders or seasoned pros looking for a second bike. It perfectly embodies the idea of a low-stakes entry into motorcycling, ideal for those who want to dip their toes in the water without a huge commitment. At the heart of the Z125 is a 124 cubic centimeter, air-cooled, single-cylinder engine that produces 10 horsepower and 8 pound-feet of torque. It might not sound like much on paper, but anyone who has ridden one will tell you, it is an absolute blast. The fuel injection system ensures reliable performance, cold starts without hassle, and crisp throttle response. Whether you are zipping around town or learning your first wheelie, the real magic of the Z125 is its approachability. It weighs just 224 pounds, making it one of the easiest motorcycles on the market to maneuver, park, and control. That lightweight, combined with its small stature, gives you the confidence to throw it around corners and have fun without worrying about wrestling a big, heavy machine. For riders looking for a fun, nimble, and easy-to-handle option, this mini bike is a fantastic choice. And here is the best part. The Kawasaki Z125 carries a manufacturer-suggested retail price of $3,700, brand new in 2025. But what if you are the kind of rider who wants something that looks like a full-size street machine? Without losing that budget-friendly price tag, you will want to stick around for what is coming up next. Number 9. Honda XR150L. The next motorcycle might be small on power, but it is big on charm and unbeatable on price. If you are the kind of rider who believes motorcycles should be simple, rugged, and able to survive a nuclear war, then the XR150L from Honda is right up your alley. This is about as bare bones as a dual sport motorcycle can get in 2025. It is powered by a 149 cubic centimeter, air-cooled, single-cylinder engine. That humble little motor produces 12 horsepower and 10 pound-feet of torque. Not much, but plenty for gravel roads and rural commutes. This engine is about raw, analog feel, like motorcycles used to be, before pencil neck engineers screwed it all up. What makes the XR150L special is its simplicity. It is carbureted, air-cooled, and has no unnecessary electronics to fail on you. That means fewer things to break and easier maintenance. Honda designed this bike to be nearly indestructible. And if you ask riders in Mexico, Brazil, or India, they will tell you these things are unkillable. For riders who value reliability and self-sufficiency, knowing they can easily maintain their machine, this is a huge selling point. The XR150L tips the scales at 289 pounds and features long travel suspension, 19-inch front and 17-inch rear wheels, and a high-mounted front fender for all-terrain capability. It is the kind of bike you can leave outside in the rain without worrying, or park at the grocery store without fear of anyone trying to steal it. Best of all, this rugged little machine comes brand new with an MSRP of $3,990. But what if you want something cheap that looks, sounds, and rides like a true street bike? Our next entry might just be your perfect match. Number 8, Suzuki GSX 250R. For riders who want the look and feel of a real sport bike without the terrifying price tag or intimidating power, Suzuki's GSX 250R is the most affordable ticket to the sport bike club. This full-fared motorcycle is powered by a parallel twin, liquid-cooled engine, displacing 248 cubic centimeters. It produces 25 horsepower and 17 pound-feet of torque, making it approachable yet capable enough for new riders. This balance of power and approachability ensures a fun and confident riding experience. The GSX 250R uses fuel injection, a 6-speed transmission, and comes with an anti-lock braking system as standard equipment. It weighs in at 399 pounds, which is on the heavier side for a 250 cubic centimeter motorcycle. But that added heft gives it surprising stability on the highway. Suzuki's pint-sized sport bike is not a rocket, but it is smooth, forgiving, and reliable. Its ergonomics are more relaxed than larger supersports, making it comfortable for longer rides and daily commutes. This is a key benefit for riders looking for a versatile machine for both weekend fun and weekday practicality without causing back pain after 200 miles. Plus, its aggressive styling borrows heavily from Suzuki's bigger GSX-R family, so you still get that sport bike aesthetic without paying big money. The MSRP for the GSX 250R sits at $5,149, making it the cheapest entry-level sport bike still in production in 2025. Now, let us shift from sport bikes to something that is redefining the beginner bike scene worldwide. Now for number 7, Triumph Speed 400. This bike is a modern classic in every sense, but it is also one of the best values you will find on the market today. Beneath its stylish bodywork sits a liquid-cooled, single-cylinder engine, displacing 398 cubic centimeters. It delivers a punchy 40 horsepower and 28 pound-feet of torque, making it one of the most powerful bikes on this list. This power-to-weight ratio offers an exciting ride without being overwhelming, perfect for riders transitioning to larger bikes. The Speed 400 is built in India through Triumph's partnership with Bajaj, which has allowed the brand to keep the price incredibly low without sacrificing quality. This motorcycle features premium components like upside-down front forks, a ride-by-wire throttle, switchable traction control, and an anti-lock braking system as standard. Triumph managed to infuse this entry-level bike with all the classic design DNA you would expect from a British icon, from the teardrop fuel tank to the minimalist modern classic styling. It looks far more expensive than it is. This attention to aesthetic detail provides the vintage vibes without the vintage maintenance headaches. The Speed 400 comes brand new in 2025 with an MSRP of $5,195. For that price, you are getting a motorcycle that looks, rides, and feels like a premium product at a beginner-friendly cost. That was a lot of bike for the money, but the next one brings something truly different. An automatic, or perhaps a true throwback to a golden age? Let's see what classic charm awaits. Number 6, Royal Enfield Classic 350. Priced at just $4,599. Brand new in the year 2025. And believe me, this one is a true throwback to the golden age of motorcycling, without the headaches that usually come with vintage bikes. If you are the kind of rider who loves chrome, old school styling, and that unmistakable thump when you twist the throttle, the Classic is right up your alley. It caters to those who seek nostalgic recognition and a feeling of freedom on the open road. Underneath that vintage tank and teardrop headlight, the Classic is powered by a 349 cubic centimeter, air-cooled, single-cylinder engine. This motor delivers 20 horsepower and 20 pound-feet of torque. Now, those numbers might not sound earth-shattering, but this bike is not about speed or performance. It is about style, presence, and character. And if you ask any old-school rider, they will tell you, nothing beats the feeling of a thumpy single-cylinder cruising down a quiet back road. The Classic also features a 5-speed gearbox, a low and approachable seat height, and a timeless riding posture. That is comfortable enough for hours of relaxed cruising. This makes it an ideal choice for touring and enjoying the ride at a leisurely pace. Weighing in at 431 pounds, it is solid but manageable. Plus, unlike the old British bikes it mimics, the modern Classic 350 has fuel injection and disc brakes with optional anti-lock braking system, meaning you will get reliable starts and safe stops every time you ride. This blend of vintage aesthetics with modern reliability is a key selling point for those who appreciate the best of both worlds. But if vintage charm is not your style, wait until you see the next bike on the list. It brings naked aggression without breaking your wallet. Number 5. Yamaha MT07 AMT. If you are the kind of rider who wants all the fun of a proper middleweight naked bike, but without the hassle of learning to shift gears, then this next motorcycle might just be your dream machine. This bike is one of the most affordable ways to get a real performance motorcycle without ever worrying about a clutch lever. It is a game changer for older riders whose knees are not what they used to be, or for beginners looking to ease into riding. The MT07 AMT is powered by Yamaha's legendary CP2 parallel twin engine, delivering a solid 90 horsepower and 66 pound-feet of torque from its 689 cubic centimeter displacement. That is more than enough grunt to get you down the highway or carve through your favorite back roads without feeling underpowered. And the best part? You will not have to touch a clutch or gear shifter. The AMT system uses an electronically controlled transmission that automatically shifts for you, or you can choose to control it manually with buttons on the handlebar. This provides an unprecedented level of convenience for a performance motorcycle. At 8,500 British pounds, which translates to around $10,100 in the American market. It is not the absolute cheapest bike on this list, but Yamaha dealerships are already starting to offer massive discounts to clear out inventory because the AMT is still new and niche. For the rider seeking performance, combined with ultimate ease of use, this bike offers a unique value proposition. Now, if you think this bike is impressive, let us head back to another example of naked aggression on a budget. Number 4. KTM Duke 250. This is the bike that proves you do not need to spend a fortune to get aggressive styling and serious fun. If you have ever dreamed of owning a lightweight, quick-handling, naked street bike, this one should be on your radar. The Duke 250 is powered by a 248 cubic centimeter, liquid-cooled, single-cylinder engine that cranks out 30 horsepower and 18 pound-feet of torque. That power-to-weight ratio means it is light, zippy, and more than capable of slicing through city traffic or even holding its own on the freeway. The reported top speed of over 90 miles per hour on this little thing is pretty quick. Weighing in at just 365 pounds, this machine feels like an extension of your body when you ride it. It is nimble, sharp, and ready to carve corners. KTM did not skimp on hardware either. You will find upside-down forks, a slipper clutch, and dual-channel anti-lock braking system as standard features. This is technology you would usually find on bikes twice the price. The aggressive bodywork, signature orange frame, and sharp lines make it clear that this bike means business. And with an MSRP of $4,600, dealerships are currently stacking on discounts just to move these units out the door. Some dealers are even throwing in riding gear packages or prepaid maintenance to sweeten the deal. This makes the Duke 250 an unbeatable value for those seeking a high-performance, style-conscious ride on a budget. Now, this next bike is what I would call a hidden gem. You will almost never see it mentioned in beginner bike lists, but it has got a unique charm that is hard to ignore. Number 3, Moto Guzzi V7 Stone. This is not your average beginner bike, and it is probably not the first name that pops up when people talk about budget motorcycles. But hear me out. The V7 Stone is powered by an air-cooled, transverse-mounted 654 cubic centimeter V-twin engine, producing 65 horsepower and 53 pound-feet of torque. That is a proper engine with enough muscle to keep up on highways and make every ride feel special. This truly sets it apart from the single-cylinder and parallel twin machines we have discussed so far. What sets the V7 apart is its unique character. That V-twin layout delivers a distinctive side-to-side engine wobble. When you blip the throttle, a sensation no parallel twin or single-cylinder bike can replicate. Plus, it comes standard with shaft drive, which means less maintenance and no chain to lube or adjust. This is a major benefit for long-haul riders who prioritize easy maintenance and reliability. The bike tips the scales at 462 pounds and carries a large 5.5-gallon fuel tank, giving you serious range for long rides. The upright riding position, comfortable seat, and smooth power delivery make it an excellent choice for riders who want a retro-inspired machine with modern reliability. Moto Guzzi dealerships are feeling the pressure to clear out these bikes fast, and many are currently offering thousands of dollars in discounts, low-interest financing, or even free accessories just to get them off the floor. But now, let us talk about two controversial bikes that somehow still have a place on the cheapest list, even if nobody's buying them. Number 2, Honda Navi. This bike is about as simple and stripped down as a motorcycle gets. No fancy electronics, no complicated tech, just 2 wheels, a little engine, and a ton of fun. This pint-sized machine is powered by a 109 cubic centimeter, air-cooled, single-cylinder engine that produces 7 horsepower and 6 pound-feet of torque. It is paired with an automatic continuously variable transmission, so there is no clutch, no shifting, just twist the throttle and go. This makes it an incredibly accessible option for those who are brand new to riding or who prefer ultimate simplicity. Weighing in at only 234 pounds, the Navi is light enough to move around like a bicycle and forgiving enough for any new rider to handle. Whether you are teaching the grandkids how to ride, looking for a cheap runaround for the farm, or just want something to zip around town without spending a dime more than you need to, the Navi is hard to beat. This is the epitome of low-stakes motorcycling, designed for pure functionality and ease of use. And here is the best part. Brand new in 2025, the Honda Navi has a manufacturer-suggested retail price of just $1,999. But it gets even better. Honda dealerships across the country are offering discounts on the Navi right now because they want them off the showroom floor fast. You could walk out the door with a brand new bike for even less. But as crazy as that deal sounds, wait until you see the next motorcycle on this list, because it might just be the best value cruiser on the market today. And finally, number 1, the Honda Rebel 300. Sitting proudly at number 1 is the Honda Rebel 300, and there is a good reason this bike tops the list. The Rebel 300 is possibly the best beginner cruiser you can buy, brand new in 2025, without breaking the bank. It has a starting price of $4,849, and many dealerships are offering massive discounts to clear out inventory, making it even more affordable for first-time riders. This makes it an unrivaled option for those looking to adopt the two-wheel lifestyle on a sensible budget. Under the hood, The Rebel 300 is powered by a liquid-cooled, single-cylinder engine, displacing 286 cubic centimeters. It produces 25 horsepower and 18 pound-feet of torque, which is more than enough to cruise comfortably around town, or even take on light highway rides. The 6-speed transmission is smooth and forgiving, making it perfect for new riders who want to build their confidence on two wheels. This combination of power and ease of use means it is not too small for a typical adult, offering a reliable and enjoyable ride. But what really makes the Rebel stand out is its low, approachable stature. The seat height is just 27 inches, making it one of the easiest motorcycles to flat-foot at stoplights. Combine that with modern bobber styling, blacked-out finishes, and Honda's legendary reliability, and you have got yourself a bike that punches well above its weight class. If you are looking for an affordable, stylish, and easy-to-ride cruiser in 2025, the Rebel 300 is hands down the best deal you will find. And dealers are practically giving them away at discounted prices. Click here for our next video.